And now, News 4's Weather Extra with Chief Meteorologist David Paul.
Welcome into Weather Extra on this Monday evening. Meteorologist Ryan Duggar along my side. Ryan, you shot these videos early Sunday morning. What was it like as that storm approached that line Sunday morning?
Well, you can see the winds were definitely whipping as this line was making its way through. It was traveling 50 miles per hour or more as it made its way through the wiregrass, so it was very easy to topple those trees, even power lines, and you can see even some of those traffic lights whipping in the wind. And this was just when that rain was a couple miles away. Now you can see it really coming down in droves and waves of that wind carrying it. So there wasn't a ton of lightning with these storms, but it definitely still packed a punch throughout our area.
Yeah, the winds were gusting at times over 40 miles per hour, 46 miles per hour, the highest wind gust at the airport in Dothan. The rain was needed. How much did we get? Here's a look back with meteorologist Zach Webster.
Sunday morning's rainfall brought yet another round of beneficial rain to a really good portion of the region that really needs to see it, especially over the eastern portions of the region that are still continuing to see some drought conditions. While we made some progress, as you'll see in just a moment, we still have a little bit of a ways to go. Florala, one of the big winners out of Sunday morning, seeing just over an inch of rain. Enterprise, Dothan, Troy, Geneva, all seeing more than 3/4 of an inch of rain, with more than half of an inch of rain falling in Clayton, Andalusia, Eufaula, Mariana, and several other locations that are not included on this list. The little over 8/10 of an inch of rain that we saw in Dothan on Sunday morning was definitely helpful, definitely beneficial for us, but there's still a little bit of a ways to go. Since December 1st, we're still over 5 inches behind normal, where we should be for this time of year, and since January 1st, much of the same, almost 3 inches behind normal. The good news is it looks like there's more rain on the way as we get into the middle of this week.
Yeah, decent rainfall. We're chipping away slowly at that deficit, but we need rain every 2 or 3 days at this rate to make decent progress. But at least we saw some progress this weekend.
Yeah, the systems that have been passing through have been relatively quick, so you haven't had really much of that soaking rain. Right. But in terms of severe weather, it's good when it's kind of going faster, because you don't want it to hang around for too long.
Yeah, we need a good drawn out 3 to 4 inch soaking rainfall over the course of 2 days. We do not see that coming anytime soon, but we do see some rain coming as we go through tomorrow night and Wednesday. Let's break down this system, that energy moving into the west coast. Pretty quiet now, but as that Gulf moisture gets involved, snow breaks out to the north. The bullseye up there around Springfield, Joplin, Missouri, southwest parts of Missouri, into Arkansas, into Tennessee as well. Rain for us, not real heavy. That is Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, 2 o'clock. Looks like the bullseye for that moisture will be offshore, but Ryan, decent rain coming on through around daybreak on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching this for quite a while. We knew that this was going to, lob some moisture into our area. It would be nice if we were in that bullseye, but it's pretty interesting with that snow to the north.
It is. That snow is going to be a big factor in the cold that we see this week. As far as total rainfall for the system coming up, this is a look at the graph model. Not bad, 1/3 of an inch, 1/2 an inch across our area. Southward towards the coast, 1.34 indicated by this model. Here's a different look using the GFS ensemble, so a bunch of different versions of the GFS averaged into one, about 1/2 inch showing up here for the Dothan area. So if we get 0.4 inches to 0.6 inches, again, chipping away at that deficit.
I was about to say only 4.5 inches to go for that deficit.
That's right. Yeah, a little progress, I guess. Hey, coming up next, we're going to break down that snow that sets up across the north and that cold air that invades the deep south again. We'll have that next.
And now, News 4's Weather Extra.
Well, I was on a mission this weekend to figure out how Ryan turned out the way he did. So I looked back to where he came from, the Savannah, Georgia area. No, I was there for a college visit for my daughter, but what a beautiful city, Ryan, that you grew up in when you were young. Some of the pictures around town, just amazing.
It's a pretty incredible, and as you can see, they're driving right along River Street right there. That park to the right is actually where a lot of Irish festivals happen that I used to attend with my sister as a kid. And so as I'm going to be Grand Marshal for the Enterprise St. Patrick's Day Parade, I'm going to bring the same spirit that Savannah has to Enterprise for sure.
That is awesome, and I want to show you here. This is near downtown again. I think that's Broughton Street.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
Broughton, right.
So look at the staircase going down to River Street. It says historic steps, use caution.
I know.
Man, that was scary.
That is a staircase you do not want to mess with because it is steep to get up from River Street and back down. It is wild. And you can find those all throughout the city.
Really impressive. Yeah. Such an old city for sure. All right. Savannah has some snow this winter. When we have this snow, and the snow is going to repeat itself, not in these areas down south, but farther northward. Let me show you the evolution of this snow system as it comes in and spreads snow over the plain states into parts of the Mid-South. And as we've been mentioning all winter, once you lay down that snow cover over parts of the Mid-South, it allows that cold Arctic air to spill southward much easier. Some of those totals over Missouri, so you think about that area, Missouri, Arkansas, that's where the air mass is coming from. Over a foot a possibility.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And it's exactly what we saw in early to mid-January when that snow set up. We had that really cold air come down.
Yeah, you think about where the snow cover is now from that area northward. We have that Arctic air in place well below zero. Here at home, it's not so bad right now in the 30s, but it will turn a whole lot colder as we go through time. So let's step through this week. Temperatures overnight dropping into the middle to the lower 30s. That's cold, but not as cold tomorrow night because of that rainfall coming in.
Yeah, and it keeps, when you have dew points rising a little bit, the rain helps cool things down, but it keeps it right at that dew point. So it's not going to be comfortable being out in that rain for sure.
Yeah, temperatures in the 40s for Wednesday morning. By Thursday morning, readings back into the lower 30s and some areas north in the 20s. And then here comes the core of that cold. Friday morning, low temperatures in the middle 20s. I have a baseball game to play at 9 o'clock Friday morning.
No.
These hands are going to be kind of, stinging.
I was about to say, yeah, wear your gloves as much as you can. I remember those cold days when you had to bat, and it's not fun, like you said.
These readings, widespread in the 20s Friday morning. This will set records, 25, 26 in Dothan areas north, Troy to Eufaula, 20, 21 degrees. So make sure all the cold weather preps are taken care of at that point. Here are the records for Dothan. Thursday morning, the record 23, set back in 2015. Our forecast is 30. Friday morning, the record is 30 from 2009. Our forecast 26, and it could be colder than that. So that's, if that verifies, and it easily could on Friday, that's kind of shattering the record, and really unusual to see air that cold this time of year.
Yeah, and let's just talk about this past month where we've seen shattering records for the warmth the past couple of weeks, and now we're dealing with the cold. I mean, it's been a very interesting meteorological winter, to say the least.
The last month, you go back to when that snow was, the 22nd of January, and now we're looking at the same time frame. A lot has happened in that past month. Hey, I want to bring this up, the accountability buzzer here. You put a sticker laugh, so you know how to say laugh.
Right, yeah,
that's
exactly.
cheating. You can't. What? You can't do that.
I can't do that.
No,
okay.
No stickers allowed. All right.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's the look at Weather Extra for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on News 4. Good night.